Last time we defeated the Beast. This time we're gonna take on the Guardian in Lords of the Fallen. Welcome back to another episode of Pixel Dwellers. Today we're going to be taking on the Guardian. This guy, and this area actually, is probably the worst boss. This is the guy who made me the most frustrated out of any of the lords. So this video should be a fun one. Right off the bat, we're going to grab our loot again, and it's going to be another weapon that we're not using. We're really using anything that's an axe or a sword. The hammer we could use, but it's just a tad too slow for me. Once we find our way back into the Rogar realm, this game's not going to waste any time introducing us to the next lord. He's going to be right in the same arena that we fought a couple of other normal enemies, but he's pretty cool nonetheless. Another scary guy with swords. How original. So we'll have a couple of enemies in front of us before we face the Guardian. This Tyrantheart, that's what I'm going to call him, because you need to defeat his Tyrantheart to actually kill him. So I run by him, I break his urn, I get his item, and then I can dispatch him pretty easily with my gauntlet, which I have upgraded since the last video, and it kind of breaks the game. A lot of the things you can get in this game kind of break the combat a little bit, which Dark Souls and Bloodborne do so well. They balance their gameplay for all aspects. This one you get kind of godly, and maybe that's the point, but you're still able to be defeated by little cheap shots like this. I don't think it's a cheap shot, it's just my stupidity that got me into this situation here. Right off the edge I go. So if you're not a complete moron like me, maybe you'll realize that there are pitfalls on either side of these stairs and learn how to avoid them. So we'll do another round with this, the mage guy here, and we'll move on to meet Yetka after this. And it's at this area that I really didn't like. It got kind of confusing. You'll see after this battle that you're able to go two different ways, one following Yetka, one going right into the boss battle. And I almost fall off the steps there too. Jesus.
Hey, hearken!
You're still here.
Listen, you should avoid the monster in that arena. Use the secret way that leads through this tower. And come meet me in the place where you fought that three-legged stool. If you do, I can show you what I have discovered.
So you get a choice here to either follow Yetka or go straight in and fight the Guardian. I was kind of confused. I had to look it up on my phone actually to see which one was worth doing. I think eventually you always have to come back to fight the Guardian, but if you don't follow Yetka, at least for a little while, you'll lose her side story, is what I gathered. But you do get a cool conclusion to the night story right here.
And then we sneak up from behind and stab them.
Hey, look who's here.
What are you doing?
Well, we managed to find something to eat.
A Rogar? Where's the third guy?
Oh, yeah, right. Third one. Didn't make it, I'm afraid.
We tried to eat him, but he was a bit stringy. Rogar flesh is way tastier. You should try it.
You're out of your mind. You need to get out of here.
No way. This is our new home. But that giant monster in the arena's really getting on our nerves.
That's why we're gonna kill that giant bastard.
Kill the Lord. Listen to yourselves. Get out of here while you still can.
But who'll protect us from the captain?
I'll tell him that I killed you. But I need your tattoos as proof.
Our tattoos? Yeah. Rip them off. Better this than running away or dying here. Here. Take this amulet we found. It'll be more use to you than it will be to us.
Saving the Knights grants you the Amulet of the Betrayer ring, and this is just a kind of ring that does more damage but hurts you as well. So following Yetka back to where you fought the Infiltrator, you'll find a side path into the Chamber of Lies, is which we're trying to get to right now. You can use your gauntlet to open up this door and make your way inside. There's a couple of new enemies in here, like a ghost and a beast, a smaller beast-like creature here that is pretty tough. But really, I really didn't like this confusing pathway here. There's two ways to get to the same area. I guess that's cool for some people. I just didn't like it.
I've bloody well found it, Harkin. I've got it. This place. This place is the knowledge. My family might be dead, but they left me this one book, and it's a map. It was a map all along, and now I will finally be able to read it. I'm so close. I need to decipher this. In the meantime, why don't you find out what that large gate is about? The answer must be somewhere in this tower.
Yetka really makes you her errand boy in this game, but with all that said, you do find a cool piece of armor here, which is a light armor again, and it is the Demon Assassin armor. I will use this in the upcoming boss fight, actually. After I made some good headway with Yetka's side story, I decided to double back. For the sake of the video, I didn't want to miss any Lord fight, and I don't even know if you can, but just to be sure, I came back to face the Guardian. Yetka's story kind of ruins this fight for me. You don't get another cutscene when you enter the arena. You get one earlier on, like you showed at the beginning of this video. And I guess that's more Dark Souls or Bloodborne-like, but for this game, I kind of like that big cinematic kind of feel to each fight. I like the uniform flow of this game. That really is what I like about anything. I'm a little OCD, so it's pretty cool. I like that. Anyway, this guy reminds me of the First Warden, just a little bit more agile, and he kind of is the First Warden with the assassin normal enemy type. But he has this wicked attack right here, and that's going to bite me in the butt later on. So this attack right here, the first attack he does when you come into battle, is his worst attack. You'll see right here, not only do I get killed once, not twice, nor thrice, but I get killed multiple times by this. And it's kind of embarrassing. I had to show you guys. So I finally learned how to avoid it after dying 100 times and raging. I swear to God, this boss, he brought me to the limit. I don't like bosses that kind of cheap you out, and the only bosses in this game that are really hard are this guy and the Worshipper, and that's only because they have like cheesy one-shot kills. But I still like the game either way. I still forgive it. The boss battles are still a lot of fun to play. Anyway, once you learn how to avoid that and use the terrain to your advantage to block him from his slide attack, you're able to get your shield up, and pretty much the fight's a lot easier once you can regen health. So I believe these items in the arena you can knock over to do something to the Guardian, but I decided to just use them as shields to get my spell up and get my regen up so I could just attack him without worrying about blocking, just like I did in the last video to the Beast. I will have to admit, even though I find this attack cheesy and it did piss me off a whole lot during this fight, it did give me a sense of dread whenever he would launch it, and I guess that made a lot of tension for this fight. Even though I had him down by a good amount here, he could still have that one-shot hit and just wipe out everything you did so far. Just like I said earlier, once you're able to dodge his main attack and use the terrain to block him, you're able to get your spells off, and there's nothing really he can do to outpace your regen. You become a god, and then it's pretty much over from there. The Guardian was the most frustrating boss so far in this game, but hopefully this video helped you beat him in your own playthrough. If you guys needed help with the earlier bosses, we have those videos on our channel. Go check them out, but hit the like and subscribe button before you go. As always, follow us on Twitter, and I'll see you in the next video.